from Boxsteam Brewery. It's their Piston Broke. Good evening again. And this is the brewery, funnily enough, that I actually named a beer called, what's it called? The New Normal. Yeah, I'll get there in the end, eh? Oh, fuck me. So, I'll read the writing on the back. Where's my good evening again? Right, let me just turn this. I need, if I can get the comments. Oh, for fuck's sake, what's he playing at? Fucking thing. Get that off. So I clicked on the wrong thing by mistake. Close player. Yep. There we go. And we're back. Good evening all. Right, let me just, I'm just going to put top chat, live chat on, then I can see where everybody's talking. Just in case I miss a comment, you know, it's a thing. I have OCD. So it says on the back, oh, wrong way. Okay, now blinded me. The talented Isambard Kingdom Brunei didn't get Brunel or whatever it is, didn't get everything right. His early trains were propelled by pistons sealed with leather valves, leather that proved fatally vulnerable to damp, cold weather. It's reassuring to learn that even one of the greatest Britons sometimes end up piston broke. A robust golden ale, refreshingly hoppy, with bittersweet, fruity aromas, Piston Broke is a blending of Goldings and Cascade hops that never fails, whatever the weather. There we go. Oh, my eyes. Yes, it is bloody windy and it is shit weather, definitely. Good evening. So I was going to do a strong beer on this one, but I'm going to save a strong one till in about 20 minutes time. Oh yeah, the E1 Pilsner. See, I drank it and I was ready for a beer. Good evening again. So it went down okay to me. Other people have commented and they weren't impressed. So, you know, sometimes on any given day, beers taste different to everybody. Depends what your day's been like and if you're ready for a drink. See, I didn't get that. So I actually won this beer last year. I won a box set for naming a beer. So, I would say slightly dark golden colour. Centimetre of head. Now it says it's fruity, so we'll see. Yeah, there's a hint of fruitiness on the aroma. Obviously, traditional beers, it's not about craft, you know, in your face aromas and flavours. It's more about just, you know, something nice to drink. So I did an article last week on my website. Someone sent me an article. Yeah, definitely. Someone sent me an article to post and we agreed a price. Yeah, can do. Maybe even Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night then. The two brew by numbers. Yeah, definitely. We'll make that for Sunday. I'll do that. Tell you what, you'll be earning it. For those that do make money off YouTube and Google, Google are enforcing some sort of tax thing. So those people that are making money, I don't make bugger all. I think I made a $1 in about a year. And even on my websites, I don't make nothing from Google. It's shit. It used to be good years ago, but now it's rubbish. And they're going to tax them at 25%. So, whoa. So for them that aren't making anything decent, they're going to lose 25% of their earnings. Something to think about. Bless you. You see, I don't mind being off my head on beer, but the minute I walk up the house steaming, the wife has a go. But she might not have a go tonight because it's basically it's my weekend. Up until the boss turns around to me and says you're back on a 5-day week, and I'm not bothered because basically I can do as I please as long as I do the work on both sides. There's no issues. And on one side, because I'm putting in vegetable beds, flower beds, and I'm winning in such a big way. I mean, I posted a video today on my Raggy the Gardener Instagram page, and the way it's coming on from when I started 6 months ago is amazing. Did you? Bless you. What was I going to say? Yeah, Google can be such funny fuckers. On my website, I used, shall we say, ways of beating the system, and Google took the funnies with me and banned me off Google. Banned my website, Mardy fuckers. I would have thought if all he's doing is beer reviews and making his money off beers, then for him, I would have thought that he would be as a limited company sort of thing. I know, 45%. Fucking robbing bastards, aren't they? I mean, someone sends you, I don't know what they send, 10 or 5 or whatever it is. And for YouTube to take 45%, that's disgusting. Yes, I've had a few times where I've been steaming and woke up next morning. Not good. Yeah, it is bad, isn't it? You can understand them taking 10%, fair dues. Yeah, it's disgusting. Yeah, I'm not begging for no fucker. Right, yeah. So yeah, cost of beer. I mean, let's be fair. If this is your job, all that beer comes off the tax. If the taxman ever comes to me, I'll say, look, I'm doing beer reviews for a living. Take it all off. You can look at the beer reviews over the years. Yep, you owe me £1,000. Now I can understand it. You know, in some ways, you're opening my eyes. Now I can understand why people would rather bypass YouTube and actually, like that person who did the low cost surprise beer haul. What he did, yeah, tax rebate. Spent 5,000 on beers in the last year. Hey, fucking hell, that might be an idea. It's interesting, isn't it? You know, I can understand now why people send beer to people, because they don't want to send it so that YouTube take 45%. That's disgusting. Fucking hell. Bless you. Back on it. Well, I don't know a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to even know about that video. So anyway, yeah, I don't take myself seriously. You know, if I can't get a beer, I can't get a beer. You know, I fucking, you know, there was. I did a beer earlier, and could I get the bastard taste? No. And I could taste it was malty. It was supposed to be hoppy aroma. I got F all on the aroma. I mean, this, for me, it's a lovely traditional beer. A hint of fruitiness. Um, Definitely malty. You know, this is the sort of beer you'd have down the pub. Oh, right. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I've done that in the past with clothing. Yeah. I'm not having anybody, I'm not having anybody tell me what I can and can't drink. You know, I didn't used to drink a lot. Well, you know, in you know, in a way at least. And then work brought in this thing where they're going to bring out drink and drug tests at work, and I'm like, don't be fucking telling me how much I can drink or can't drink. And then I used to drink more, and I'd go into work one morning. I thought, come on, test me then. It is 4.5%. It's a very easygoing, more traditional beer. I mean, obviously, I'm not daft enough to be steaming and getting in a car. You know, I wouldn't do it. You know, there's a limit. 80 a week. Bless you. But you know, if I didn't drink beer, I would have to be on medication for anxiety. And that medication would severely inhibit my brain. I've had it before. Yeah, 88 units is fuck all. I had that one beer last night. That was about 6 units. Yeah, 800, yeah. Not that much. God. I'll tell you what, though. If we're all being honest with ourselves, yeah. If we're all being honest with ourselves, and if we all actually counted how many we actually drank in a week, we would all be surprised at how many units we drink. Most beer reviewers that are doing 3 or 4 reviews a day are drinking. They're doing like, yeah. I would say they're doing at least 14 a night, if not more. The thing is in life, bless you. That sounds like Raggy Avenue territory. Um, the thing is in life, you're only here once. You know, as long as you're not getting up for work, getting up in the morning and hammering the spirits or lager. You know, if you go to work in the day and you're drinking water or coffee or whatever, and you're flushing your system out at least a bit, you know, it's not. Yeah, and I think everybody has since lockdown. But you've got to enjoy life, you know. Everyone's stressed. You're worried about your family, your mum, your grandma. You know, if you've got a mum and grandma, I've got none. And good evening. And we're all worried about what the future, you know, especially in this last year. So drinking a bit more, sod it, you know. I'm not being told what I can and can't do anyway. That's for your wife. And I usually find that when I'm told to do something, I'm like, who the fuck are you telling me what to do? And I get worse. Unless I'm in the wrong. If I'm in the wrong, fair dues, you know. We can't always be right, can we? None of us. You know, I love the fact that you can go from a ghost to a traditional golden ale, and then I would have to make a decision. You know, what is. You know, if it got to the stage where I was told if you drink you're gonna die, and then I would just come off the beer. I did years ago. You know, it's not. Yeah, I would drink probably 3 times in a year. Couple of lagers 3 times a year. I'll have a Malibu at Christmas, maybe a Bailey's at Christmas, and that'd be it. Nowadays, it's 3 times a day. Job's a good one, if not more. Bangers and mash. Yeah, I've never touched drugs in my life. Never would, never, not interested, never would, never will. Good evening. So let me put Sunday night's beers to one side, then I'll know what I'm doing Sunday. Yeah. I mean, when I go out drinking with friends, I'm still the first one to fall at the hurdle. I can't drink what other people can drink. People say to me, well, you drink a lot. Then I go out and I'm the first one to fall at the hurdle. Don't they? Strange. It is. And that's where these reviews have done me a world of good. You know, for everybody that says to me that the reviews have done them good in some ways, the reviews do me good. A bit of interaction. You know, all day at the moment, I'm working on my own and it can get flipping lonely. You know, I ain't even got the robins flying around me. Well, you do in a pub, don't you? You know, you hammer it, don't you? You know, it's like one beer after another, and no one's looking at the beer and actually getting the taste out of it. It's just come on, wait. I'm a gardener, so yeah, I don't watch TV. Fucking TV. EastEnders and Coronation Street took that shit off. So depressing. Yeah, so I'm a gardener. I work at 2 hotels. Obviously, they're both closed because of hospitality sectors closed. Yeah, 8 pints easy in a pub. I can drink 8 pints watching England play. Yeah, and then suffer later when I need a piss every 2 minutes. I can't stand Corrie. Can't stand any of them. It's been a good since the lives have come. It's been a good few months, hasn't it? It's, since December-ish. It's been all right. It's been a laugh. It's like being in the pub, but not being in the pub. No, you couldn't. Yeah, 8 pints a mile is very different. Oh, yeah. I'll just enable your comment. There we go. It's going to show up now. A shite in a shower. Ugh. Yeah, I was going to knock them off after Christmas, and then I actually missed doing them. So that's why I carried on doing them. 15 pints. Oh, I've got a mate who could neck 15 pints dead easy. I'm going to do more collab reviews. I need to sort one out with Mr. Kent Beers at some stage. But I've got something planned on that side of things. I'm just waiting for something to show up in my then I can proceed with my plan, as it were. I could never do 18 pints, never. My best day ever was, people may have heard this before. So my best day ever was going down to London for a wine tasting course, and I had a bottle of wine on the way down. Got to the tasting course, I had, oh God, I think there was 12 whiskies. I spat one out, so probably 11 whiskies. Then I went on to the champagnes, and I had 4 or 5 champagnes, and then I had beer, I had still wine and sparkling wines, and also ports and sherries. And on the way home on the train, I'd never bought a glass of wine. Bottle of wine. How the hell I managed to do it, God knows. But that was a long fucking day, you know. Bless you. Hey, the champagne tasted lovely. Yeah. Well, I brewed some Magnum strawberry cider once, you know. And it was a strawberry still cider. So I didn't add sugar to make it a sparkling cider. I had a litre, pissed as a fart. Absolutely pissed. Good evening. And then the next night I had another litre of this strawberry cider. Pissed as a fart again. The wife, full on red card. Full on red card. I had to give neighbours all my cider. Yeah. Nowadays I could probably drink it and it wouldn't affect me, but in them days. Mixing drinks is the worst. If you was drinking 10 pints of Foster's, you'd be all right. Or 10 pints of, say, Guinness. As soon as you start mixing, yeah. Well, it can be more than the bollocking, you know. Depends how she feels. $18 pints in will. So, a lovely, slightly dark golden ale for me. I would rather not drink Carling now. But I suppose, you know, it all depends on the pub you go in. I mean, I'd rather drink Estrella over Carling. But obviously, in another way, it depends what money you've got. If you're on a bit of a budget, you don't want to be spending £5 on a pint when you can get it for another one for £2.50. What, a cider in a bleach bottle? Fucking hell. That's different. Hope they washed the bottle out. Jesus. Good evening. Yeah, whatever keeps you sane, whatever keeps you on the line, you know. Anxiety is tough. And I don't think anybody can shame anybody. We all know what our limits are. One, fucking hell. Someone comes up to me, 1.5 litre domestic bottle, and says, I mean, I'm all for recycling bottles. I mean, I use a lot of Coke bottles for wine or beer or cider even, but not a fucking bleach bottle. Jesus Christ. I mean, fucking, you'd be like, are you sure? Yeah, Stella have gone weaker, haven't they? Yeah, it's not a bad beer, to be fair. So yeah, cider and the Domestos bottle, that's hilarious. So, golden pour, fruity nose, malty, fruity throughout. Quite a nice traditional beer. It's certainly at the spot. Yeah, drinking bleach. Oh, Trump, eh? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I managed to get a PS5 on launch day. Spent 6 hours yeah, 6 hours going on the internet to try and get it. And I managed to get one. And it came 2 weeks later. It was for my son as well. Yeah, nice enough beer, 4.5%. Very much a traditional beer. For me, that I think 4.1 is a fair score for this. Oh, can help me still then. It's to do with duty, isn't it? These days, the government charges you more for duty. But I still think they ought to leave the prices as they are. If you like a certain brand, you don't want them playing about with the bloody ABV. You want the ABV to stay the same. Right, going to kill this review. And back in with another review. Quite a strong beer. I've got a strong beer behind my shoulder, just there somewhere. There. And yeah, nice Imperial Stout. Job's a good one. Back in about 2 minutes. Well, the one does need a piss break though. Boxsteam Brewery for Piston Broke. Back in 2 minutes.